Thanks for staying with us. I'm Tanya Rushton for Denise Plant. Denver is the place to be, let me tell you, on Saturday, October 2nd, as the Be Beautiful, Be Yourself Jet Set Fashion Show takes flight to benefit the Global Down Syndrome Foundation and the Linda Cernick Institute for Down Syndrome right here in Colorado. Now, this event is attracting a star-studded crowd, including Time Magazine's most influential jazz musician of the 20th century, you guessed it, Quincy Jones, plus Survivor host Jeff Probst, comedian Tom Arnold, actress Stephanie Kramer, local celebrity, former Broncos wide receiver and three-time Super Bowl champion Ed McCaffrey, and professional golfer and former world #1 David Duval. That's, you know what, just to name a few. Also, we can't forget those beautiful Saks Fifth Avenue models, most important part of this, along with special guest models with Down syndrome, being beautiful and most importantly, being themselves. Here to tell us about this special event are Michelle Whitten, Executive Director of the Global Down Syndrome Foundation, and you guessed it, who's this guy? Local celeb Ed McCaffrey, former Bronco wide receiver. Good morning. Thanks for taking the time. You guys are working hard for this event. Oh yeah. There's a lot going on. Be Beautiful, Be Yourself Jet Set Fashion Show, as we just heard, is attracting some really big names for a wonderful cause. What is going on? This is wonderful.
Yes, we're so excited. We have Quincy Jones coming in, and he's going to present our award to Tim Shriver. And Tim Shriver is the chairman and CEO of Special Olympics. A lot of people know that his mom is Eunice Kennedy Shriver, who started the Special Olympics, but people don't know that his dad, Sergeant Shriver, started the Peace Corps. So you're talking like this mega family. And so he's coming in, and then we have these wonderful advocates who are winning awards as well. We have Deandra Dixon, who is Jamie Foxx's younger sister. We have Karen Gaffney, who is a champion swimmer who happens to have Down syndrome. We have Jeff Probst, the host of Survivor, coming in. This is his first experience with us. Tom Arnold, the comedian, came last year, and he was so moved. He said, "I want to escort your children down the runway." Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, so we're very excited. Stephanie Kramer is a wonderful actress who actually lived here for many years. And then we've got some great local celebrities, sports celebrities, who have agreed to escort our kids down the runway as well. There's several of them. To name some of the highlights, we were so excited. Chauncey Billups has agreed to escort our kids. And of course, our very own, very wonderful, gorgeous Ed McCaffrey.
Who's that? Ed McCaffrey. Hey, I wore my Broncos blue just for you. Good. Okay. Good. Hey, before that, because bringing you into this, can we see this invitation is wonderful of how it was designed and.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. This is Catherine Volbrecht at Winfield. She is our ambassador. She's gorgeous. She's 15 months old. She is the granddaughter of locals here, Leslie and Bill Volbrecht, and the daughter of Allison and Kirby Winfield Jr. And their family, when she was born, they understood the need for really good medical care and the dissemination of best practices that we don't get. So they were just really supporters right away early on of our mission and what we do.
And also for tickets, we want people to get in on this and see everyone. And the number is on the screen, 303-468-6663. And as a football star and all the work that you do in the community, you can pick really any charity to give back. What is the association and why is it so important to help kids with Down syndrome?
Yeah, well, you know, I met Michelle about a year ago, and she found out that I run football camps in the summer. And before you know it, I was organizing the first ever Global Down syndrome. She is such a hard worker, man. When you talk about work ethic on the football field, Michelle works all year long, and so does the C Foundation, to put on the fashion show and to put on the football camp, which we did last summer. And I have to say, it was a truly amazing event. It was an inspirational event. The football players and the cheerleaders did a great job. And you know, now I get to take off the coach's uniform and walk some pretty wonderful kids down the runway.
And he got to teach me about football.
Yeah, Michelle.
Well, it's about time.
Michelle, by the way, knows absolutely nothing about football.
Touchdown.
Yeah, she's like, there's a ball, and then what part of the field, and so that part was easy. One of the great things about the camp was the football players and the coaches at Valor Christian High School helped us out, and every single camper had a buddy, and I mean, they got along great, and they learned about football, and it was really a beautiful experience.
That's wonderful. And sports, you know, for the both of you, and you know, learning too, it's important for everyone to be active and to get out on the field. Why do you think it is so important for kids, even with special needs, to remain active?
Well, you know, I think people with Down syndrome deserve the same opportunity as other kids to participate in sports and to feel a sense of, you know, team pride and community. And I think this camp allowed them to do that. It's extremely important to be part of something bigger than yourselves and to be part of your community.
How has it touched your heart in your life, just seeing these kids? You're going to be walking with them down the runway.
It is hard not to shed a tear. At the football camp, I was a little nervous going into it. I'd never run a football camp for kids with Down syndrome, but to watch, especially the high school buddies, partner with the participants at the camp and bond and high five and spike the football. It was unbelievable. It helped create an opportunity for the kids with Down syndrome and awareness and understanding with the high school kids and the people that attended the event.
Oh my gosh, I can just feel the emotion in my heart. You know,
please watch the video as well. There'll be video. It'll be on Stars Encore, and it is tear-jerking. It's an amazing, amazing video.
Well, at Stars Encore on their RAM channel, they're running interstitials about our football camp that Ed ran all through this month and next month around all of their football movies. So it's really nice. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
And this event is also, as both of you, I can just see in your eyes and the way you speak, it's a labor of love. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into this. We've heard about the inspiration from Ed, but what is your inspiration to really tackle this?
I brought a photo.
Oh, she brought a photo.
So this is my daughter, Sophia. So I have two wonderful kids, Sophia, who's 7, Patrick, who's 4. And Sophia was born 7 years ago, and she happens to have Down syndrome. And when we were, you know, just kind of getting used to that idea, I found out prenatally, I started to research what's going on with people with Down syndrome, and I was shocked that even though that's the most frequent chromosomal disorder, so 400,000 plus people here in the US and 6 million worldwide have Down syndrome, it's the least funded condition, bar none, or disease, bar none, from our National Institutes of Health. So no research in terms of medical care, no research in terms of behavioral, you know, how do our kids learn in school? You know, the autism group and community has done a great job there. Nothing. So I set out to change that, and that's what the Global Down Syndrome Foundation aims to do.
Let's name some of those hot auction items and where the money goes, obviously to the foundation and to raise more awareness.
Yes. Well, and we have this wonderful guy we recruited from UCLA Children's Hospital. He was the head of it. He's now the head of our Linda Cernick Institute for Down Syndrome. And so Global raises money for the Institute. So we do basic research, and clinical care. Basically, how do we treat those kids with Down syndrome so they have really good health and good future? The auction items are fabulous.
This is going to be a dandy list, I have a feeling.
Gosh. Well, it's amazing. So David Duvall, as you saw, is one of our supporters, and he escorts our kids down the runway, and he has agreed to golf, do, you know, a four people golf thing in Castle Pines, and then do a dinner to the highest bidder. So it's this wonderful package.
Great.
I know, it's amazing. And then Hyde Park has been a huge supporter. They're doing an Ivanka Trump jewelry, Trump towers in New York, you know, airfare included package.
I want that.
I know. It's like the jewelry, just give me the jewelry. And then the third thing that we're kind of highlighting is, you know, private jet to LA, and then very excellent tickets to the Emmy Awards for next year, red carpet treatment, and Beverly Wilshire Hotel. So we've got some really nice items. Yeah.
You heard this, so get your tickets today. 303-468-6663, and also for a list of a lot of the other camps, edmccaffrey.com, that you're actually involved with. And these kids, you're inspiring. I'm sure they just really look up to you. Who inspired you?
You know, when I was a kid, I watched the movie Brian Song about Brian Piccolo and Gail Sayers, and really inspired by that movie. And so I wore number 40 in high school and in college, and obviously that switched when I got to the NFL. But you know, it's really about relationships and creating those relationships, and more than anything, that's what I think I took away from the game of football, is working together and creating relationships with other people. And that's why this camp meant so much to me, watching, you know, typical individuals and kids with Down syndrome connect, work together, and create a bond.
In success, we have 1 Super Bowl ring. We have 2 Super Bowl rings, which is amazing, and the 3rd. After that, did you feel you've
No, I wanted 4 or 5 or 6. But
I mean, really, 3
yeah,
rings? What is
you know
that?
what?
What
Really lucky. Again, it's about the people. It's about wonderful coaches and players coming together to be the best that they can be. And it was a great experience. I was very fortunate and lucky to be here in Denver when we won our first 2.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I know sports figures, it's very hard for you to leave. It's a passion, it's a drive. Example, Brett Favre. But a lot of them, like yourself, you still participate off the field with wonderful organizations like this. Does that make you feel like you're still involved somewhat with the game?
You know what? I'm a fan for life now. You play the game, you coach the game, you watch the game, and when you've played that long, it's part of your life. And so I enjoy coaching my kids when I get a chance. I still watch the Broncos. I cheer them on. I root for them. It's been a big part of my life, and I enjoy watching.
Well, you are so loved here.
Well,
so it's wonderful. And, you know, Denver Broncos, we have a lot of young quarterbacks, and young quarterbacks in a lot of different areas. Remember when you were a rookie? What is it like for them? What were those feelings that you had? Are you scared to death? Do you hear the chants, the fans cheering? Are you nervous? What? I'm so curious. What are they feeling?
My rookie year, my locker was between Lawrence Taylor and Carl Banks, so I pretty much just didn't want to get taped to the goalpost. You know, it's one of the best feelings in the world to see your name on that final roster. This is a big week coming up. A lot of guys are going to get cut, and their dreams will be put on hold for a while until they can hopefully go out and make another team somewhere.
There's a lot.
It's nerves, but it's also it's a dream come true if you make the team. So it's a great opportunity. Anybody that's on the roster now is a phenomenal athlete and has worked really hard to get here. They've worked really hard to get where they are.
And we're out of time because I could talk. I love football. Can you tell?
Yeah.
What is your thought about extending to 18 games versus a 16? Would you want it? Is it a good idea? You're
not a fan. I like 16 games. I like that every single game matters. Every single game counts. It's one of the reasons why football is such a great sport. There's no diluted middle of the season. And I know that for the players' health, and I'm always concerned about the players, I think they'd rather keep it to 16.
One more question. Brett Favre, would you want to be there at his age doing what he's doing back on the field?
I'll tell you what.
What is he doing?
You know, if I could be there, I'd be there. Yeah, my body kind of gave out on me, but if you can still play, it's a great game. You can't play forever. Play as long as you can. Just don't keep us all waiting on your decision.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Okay, I'm done now. And good luck with your event. And I'm going to be there.
Great.
This is wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
There are a few tickets, get them, that are still left for the Be Beautiful, Be Yourself Jet Set Fashion Show, which struts into town the evening, Saturday, October 2nd, the Hyatt Regency Denver at the Colorado Convention Center. The cocktail reception starts 5 p.m., followed by dinner, and then the Jet Set Fashion Show, that's at 6:30. You can reserve your tickets to this must-attend event by going online to coloradojetset.com, and you can also call 303-468-6663, and I really hope to see you there.